Hey everyone, my name's HarryAtomic, and in this video we're going to take a look and see whether or not it's worth upgrading to the Xbox One X at 1080p. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, I'd like to remind everyone that I stream every Tuesday and Saturday over on Twitch. All the links are down below. And also, if you like Xbox videos covering all generations of Xbox, then consider getting subscribed. Anyways, let's talk about the Xbox One X. So the Xbox One X has been touted as a 4K console capable of outputting games at 4K and all the Ks. And normally, the choice between an Xbox One S or X is based on whether or not you have a 4K TV. But what about people with 1080p TVs? So what I did for this video was I captured footage from both the Xbox One S and X at 1080p just so that we can compare them and see whether or not it's worth the upgrade. So let's jump in and see what the differences are at 1080p. So this cutscene is from Doom Eternal, and if you look in the background at the BFG 10,000, you can see so much detail revealed even at 1080p. Now, if you look at the people in the background, there's almost a blur applied on the Xbox One S, and once you see it, I find it kind of hard to unsee. Now, in saying that not all games are this dramatic, Resident Evil 2 for the Xbox had subtle improvements on the Xbox One X. As you can see, the facial details are much more defined on the Xbox One X. Now, I also wanted to try capturing some darker footage as well, and I must admit the differences aren't really that apparent in darker footage. Now, in both of these I have HDR turned on, so maybe that's the reason why that it looks just as good on both. But dark lit areas, it seems to be that there is still some improvement, but not a lot. Next, what I wanted to do was try a game that came out before the Xbox One X, and that was Fallout 4. Now, this intro scene doesn't seem to clean up at all on the Xbox One X. In fact, an argument could be made that the Xbox One S even looks slightly better. Personally, I don't see much of a difference here between the two consoles, but let's check out some gameplay. Here's just some normal gameplay between the two consoles, and the water definitely does look better on the Xbox One X. However, upon closer inspection of some of the textures, it seems that there isn't really much difference between the two consoles. It does go to show that the improvements really are on a game-by-game basis for the most part. Now, it wouldn't be my channel if we didn't talk about some Xbox 360 games, so here's the title screen for Viva Pinata, and as you can see, it looks fantastic on the Xbox One X. Now, I've zoomed in here just to show you some of the jaggier lines, and they're completely removed on the Xbox One X. Even some of the grass textures are improved. Now, here's the intro cutscene. Now, this is a rendered cutscene, so this isn't any pre-rendered footage, and it just looks amazing on the Xbox One X. Even backgrounds, character models, different textures are improved by the Xbox One X, and it seems that games that have variable frame rates even smooth out a little on the X model. Now, I couldn't make a video talking about Xbox 360 games and not squeeze in Left 4 Dead 2. So this is the finale of the Dark Carnival campaign, which has a lot of particle effects going on, and it seems that they look slightly better on the Xbox One X. Now, this may just be me, but there was a small amount of frame tearing on the Xbox One S. However, I didn't see any on the Xbox One X. Now, who knows, that could have been some network activity or something going on. I'm not really 100% sure, but either way, my experience playing on the X model was much better than playing on the S model. So here's the intro scene to Halo 3. I'm sure it's an intro scene that a lot of people have watched before, and it looks so much better on the Xbox One X. It seems there's a small amount of detail lost, as you can see on the light in the background. I really think it's amazing how that these older games can look so much better on more powerful hardware. It really breathes a new lease of life into some of these games that we have just sitting on our shelves that we thought weren't going to get any better. So this intro cutscene from Halo 3 again looks so much better. It seemed that some of the foreground blur was also removed, although that could just be me kind of reading too far into it. But again, the S model just looked a bit more washed out to me. So now for some in-game footage. Now it is kind of hard to capture the same side-by-side footage in-game, so apologies if it's not completely synced up, but the footage just does look so much better on the Xbox One X. The colours seem to be a little bit more vibrant, the jaggy edges around models and things are completely removed. Even if the textures themselves aren't improved, the models are. As you can see from the gun here, there's a clear difference between the S and the X model. So there we have it. I know that that was a bit of a quick comparison between the two, but for me that really shows off the improvement you can get at 1080p from an Xbox One X. Really what I think that these comparisons show is that the decision to get an Xbox One X isn't really based on whether or not you have a 4K TV, but whether or not you want your games to look that bit better at maybe a slightly higher price tag. Now that's not to say that the gaming experience on an Xbox One X is in any way hampered at all. I happily played on an Xbox One S, and when I stream over on Twitch, sometimes I just use the S model because it's sitting right beside me and I have no problems. Especially when you consider that improvements aren't universal across every single game as we saw in the comparisons. But for the most part, I would definitely tell people to consider having a second look at the Xbox One X, even if you haven't quite upgraded your TV to a 4K model just yet. Seems despite what the Pro model consoles say, there's still some life left in 1080p gaming. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other considerations that you think people should take into account when purchasing an S or an X model Xbox, or whether or not you think that it's even worth it to think about now that the new console is coming out at the end of this year. But anyways, as I said at the start of this video, I stream 2 days a week over on Twitch. All the links are down below. We also have a Discord where we chat about Xbox stuff all the time. It's loads of fun. We have nearly 150 members all chatting about Xbox and just having a great time, so make sure to follow those links as well. Also, if you like videos like this and you want to get involved in an Xbox community that has no fanboyism whatsoever, then consider getting subscribed. I think this may be the channel for you. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.